Alright, the kefir is thickened. Let's see if I can pour some of it in to my strainers. And condense it. And here's my kefir with the kefir grains in it right here. Not quite as thick. There we go. I'll keep this close to the heat, help it thicken up and fully culture. Here's some milk left over from my last milking. I'm going to now refeed the kefir grains. And I need to milk again actually. So I'm gonna milk her and get another half quart to a quart and pour it in here. And then this will be fermented and ready to put into the larger culturing jar. Probably later on tonight, if not tomorrow morning. A grilled blood and intestine sandwich. Miner's lettuce is popping off. Gonna collect it. Have salads for the next week. Oh. Alright. I just came back from grazing my sheep for 4 hours. And it's already up to the bottom of the container, so I gotta pour it out. Pour them out into this dish, and then I'm gonna put this on top of my rack all night. On top of that, and it'll being underneath my bed. That space underneath my bed fills up with heat so well that should evaporate it off without burning it, because I toned my stove way down at night, and being up on that grate, it should be all right. This is how much it reduced down. Good 1.5 inches. My sheep's sweet way. I'm gonna reduce this down, evaporate it all night, down into hopefully some kind of a sweet sauce. Awesome. Having the same thing for lunch today as I had for dinner last night, except I added 2 of my farmer's eggs yolk, and I fried up first. Awesome. Become a vampire. I like blood too much. Good girl, Missy. Thank you. She is already milking, just being tethered to the wagon, and it's only been like a week since I've been milking her. I'm just placing my upper body weight on my left elbow. It's rested on my left knee. This sat half Indian style, while my right leg is stuck out semi-straight behind her. I can't wait until I get the wide-angle lens on this, like on the newer phones. It has a wide-angle lens, so it'll be able to capture all that. I wouldn't have to describe it right now. That'd be so cool. Yeah. It's only $350 on my Amazon wish list if someone wants to go into one of my video descriptions and click on the Amazon gift list at the bottom of the description and buy that iPhone 7? No, I have a 7. I think that they started at 11. And what are they on now? Like 14 or something? I don't know. So, yeah, GoPros suck. I tried those years ago. I don't have a laptop, so I need everything all in one. Thank you, Missy Moo. Yeah, yeah, you. Thank you, Missy Moo. Yeah, you. Thank you, Missy Moo. Thank you, Missy Moo. Thank you, Missy Moo. Good sheep. Oh, yeah. Good sheep. Oh, yeah. Good sheep. Oh, yeah. She's still so skinny, so. And she had some pink in her milk when I first started milking her. And so I looked at my book, and apparently that's from them being so low on calcium that they can no longer take it from their skeletal system. So I guess calcium is needed to turn blood cells into milk. Milk is made from blood cells, is what it says. And I haven't looked into it to verify it, so don't quote me, or don't believe that. Anyway, yeah. So they get to a point where they don't have the calcium to convert the red blood cells into milk, so that they just pass along red blood cells to their baby. It's crazy. Ready? Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, you're such a sweetie. Oh, you're such a sweetie. This is so I'm supplementing her with dolomite, a teaspoon a day, like the book says you can do up to. If you do any more of that, their body can't absorb it any more than that, or can't utilize any more than that. Teaspoon a day. Dolomite is a natural mineral that they can lick, like in Montana, that they people mine. This company mines and sells to livestock owners so that they can have healthy animals, because it's hard to find natural supplement that's balanced in calcium and magnesium, the book says. And calcium and magnesium are almost always like totally off in nature, usually higher in calcium. And so this is like, this is still higher in calcium, but it's like, it's the closest thing, closest balance. And sheep need calcium and magnesium to be in balance in their system in order to balance all the other nutrients or something. It's a natural sheep care book. All right, a crowded miner's lettuce. Let's see what it tastes like. Wow. It's like, it retained some of its crunch, but it also got soggier. Yeah. It's got like a very fibrous, so does regular kraut. But the same type of wilting effect that you get from leafy vegetables like miner's lettuce when they get old. Or when you try to kraut with them. I've tried to put miner's lettuce in kraut before and it just turned mushy. But I figured that the stems would be more like cabbage and more resilient. And they did retain some of their crunchiness, but like I'd say like half of it, and then the other half went mushy. The other half of the stem. So miner's lettuce stem kraut isn't the best. Now we know. Still gonna eat some. It's not bad. That's not the best. It tastes good. It tastes really good. It's got a little bit of a lemony flavor to it, surprisingly. Like a tang. It's got more of a complex tangy flavor, and more of a tangy flavor than I would expect. Like the tang is overriding the salty. And usually when I kraut things, the salty is overriding the tang from the lactic acid. Interesting. Yeah, a little tough to chew on the back end, but on the front end, it's so tasty. Usually things that I try to kraut from wild edibles don't really turn out well. I've tried to ferment a lot of wild edibles, but just the texture never ends up being very good. Some of the flavors are pretty unexpected though, how they just totally switch to a different character flavor profile. Like this. This is pretty really good, actually. I just picked a bunch. I just put a bunch of Myers lettuce stems in here and put salt in each layer and poured water over them. And then I added a little bit more salt on top so that the liquid, after I shook it all up and took sips off of it, that it would be. I tried to make it the same as seawater. I try to make it the same salinity as ocean water, like the flavor of it, like just salty enough to where it'd be unpleasant to try to drink, but not any more than that. You don't want to like make it too difficult for natural bacteria to grow in there. You just want to make it a little bit more difficult for the plethora of microbes to be able to grow in there, just so it's the little spectrum of rather salt loving environment microbes, which tend to be 99.9% beneficial to us. Awesome. These jars. Got my blood burger again and an egg.
Yes. Yes.
Stay, buddy.
There, buddy. Reach your hands through.
You can hold them if you want. You guys can pass them around if you want. Her. Let her. The mom's fine. The other one was the one that bad.
She wants to get back.
Alrighty, you can put her over the like drop her like a suitcase. You can hold it. That's yeah. The jacket is pretty supportive. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Yay! Have a good day. You're welcome. Graveyard of Myers lettuce. Chickweed. Good chip. Violets have the best flavor. They're not only colored violet, but their flavor is called violet. If you've never tasted the flavor of violet, you're missing out. It's amazing. They used to make candies in the flavor violet back in the day, old school candies. Before my time even, it was like grandparents, but I've tasted them. They did like some kickbacks or whatever. The leaves are edible. Not bad. But the flowers are where it's at. Here's what it looks like. Here's what it looks like. Violet. It's amazing. Such an interesting flavor. I want to make some violet flavored ice cream. Good sheep. Alright, got the last of my blood meal cooking. Oh, yeah. I had to put some butter on it. This blood is, I guess, like 99.9% protein. Way too much protein, no fat, no carbs. my sheep's kefir cream cheese here. This is the unsalted. It tastes exactly like cream cheese right now. Like commercial cream cheese. It's probiotic, gives you a probiotic thing too. Definitely tell it's more medicinal. Medicinal cream cheese. And here's the salted. It's significantly denser. Because the salt drew more, because the salt draws more of the moisture out. Alright, turnips. This is alright, sweet potato. Oh yeah, and I baked some sourdough bread last night. I just cut off the other burned side. I'm gonna cut off this burned side and then slice the middle and down the middle, so I'll have 2 slices of bread and I'll toast them. Homemade sourdough. It's really windy out. Wind's coming our way. So I got the hatch battened down. Not all the way. I guess this is halfway. This is the more aerodynamic position rather than being angled upward. I need to get one more strip felted so I can sew it onto this one and then put some buttons on to be able to close this puppy up. Got a lot of cold air coming through here right now. A lot of them being held back. These curtains are awesome. Love these curtains. Almost complete. Almost done with them. That'll be nice. Good sheep. You need to run, huh? Good sheep. Good busy. Everyone's eager to get back and settle in for the night. Alright, I'll run. They always want to run more than I do. Good sheep. Good sheep. Good sheep. Yeah. We're going uphill. We usually try to run uphill so the inertia carries us over. It's a lot easier that way. Good sheep. Alright. Top of the hill. Good night, you silly chickens. Alright, we got a simmer. Head. Oh, I hope it fits. I'm gonna have to add some water. And simmer it over the next 4 hours until I go to bed. And then tomorrow I'll eat off of it.